Welcome back to our new mid-episode break, namely 90s Minute. Every week we look back at a culturally relevant show, movie, or piece of pop culture that probably helps stoke the algorithm. This week, in honor of Scream debuting in theaters last Friday, we are taking a look back at Scream, which debuted in theaters in 1996. Scream is an American slasher film released in December of 1996, directed by that guy that made the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. The film stars Courteney Cox's ex-husband, the older sister from Party of Five, Monica from Friends, live-action Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo movies, the sister that replaced Shannon Doherty on Charmed, Jughead's dad from Riverdale, and the little girl that screamed at E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The story follows Californian high school student Sidney Prescott, played by the woman who wasn't Denise Richards in Wild Things, as she is targeted by a mysterious serial killer wearing the now classic Ghostface Killer mask. Combining dark comedy with a whodunit style mystery and the slasher genre, Scream attempts to satirize the cliches of the 70s and 80s horror movies by using meta-commentary and characters who are aware of these tropes and cliches while trying to outlive and subvert them. Spoiler alert, it doesn't go well. The film starts off with the girl from Never Been Kissed who gets a flirty, on-the-nose, anonymous call from the Ghostface Killer, not to be confused with the Wu-Tang Clan rapper, where they talk about horror movies and eventually he quizzes her on them. The wrong answer results in her boyfriend's death and then her own in this now classic scene. Shifting on to the main character Sidney, we learn that it has been a year since her mother was having an affair that possibly resulted in her rape and murder. The girl from Ever After's murder brought reporter Gale Weathers, played by Ace Ventura's girlfriend, to town, who becomes a recurring character in this franchise. After a series of murders and murder attempts on Sidney, we find out that, spoiler alert, Sidney's boyfriend Billy and his best friend Stu were both the killers, and they were attempting to frame Sidney's father for the murders. In the end, Sidney dons the Ghostface costume, attacks Billy, and drops a TV on Stu. Gale then shoots Billy as he's attacking Sidney, and finally Sidney double taps by putting a bullet through Billy's head. And that's Scream in a Namely 90s Minute, more or less. Thanks for watching, and join us again next Tuesday for another Namely 90s Minute. Remember, you can always hear these a day early in full episodes of Namely 90s on all major podcasting platforms, and most of the small ones too. Please subscribe and do all the other YouTube things, bell ringing, share like a scribes, that sort of stuff. And we'll catch you next time.